Hello my marvellous sausages! Now I was going to do a tips video about the Solstice event here, but it's actually pretty simple. And what we're all really looking for here is how to get the armor as quickly as possible. Because when you start off, first of all, you go to Eva, you do the first startup quest, and then that allows you to unlock the Solstice Forge. And this forge allows you to pick up bounties, and then you can complete these bounties to collect alloy, which you can then use to make with the individual armor piece, whether it be your head, your arms, your legs, or whatever. You can see you've got the grey level here. They cost 1 silver leaf to pick up. The silver leaves, of course, you get whenever you complete any activity at the moment within the Solstice. So you can do the bonfire one if you want to, but you can do strikes, you can do gambit, you can do crucible. That's how you get the silver leaves. So they cost 1 silver leaf, and they will give you 5 helmet alloy, which is a bit of a git, which means of course you'd have to do 25 of these if you want to get the 100 at the end. Then you've got the green ones here. Now these are slightly more demanding. For example, this was generate orbs of power, equipping a strand of prismatic subclass. It's a percentage for generating the orbs, but you get 15 alloy for doing that. And then finally you've got these brown ones here on the end. Now these are the legendary versions, I suppose you could call them, and they give you 50 alloy each. So the activities for these can come in the form of completing raids, completing dungeons, completing Grandmaster Nightfalls, all of those. If you're a player like me who tends to play solo most of the time, and you don't really want to go into these massive long activities that takes hours to complete. So, what you need to do is pick these up here. These are called the Nightfall smithcraft. But hang on, you're saying, I'm looking at my bounties and I don't have it on anywhere here which is any bloody good. Well, you've got the ability to re-roll what bounties you have there, and it costs 5 silver leaves to do it, alright? So, say for example now, I still need, I can't remember how much, I'm nearly there on my helmet, look, I need another 25. So I could try doing 2 of those, or 1 of those and 2 of those, but let's say I want to try and do the Nightfall again, because I want to try and get as many of these alloys as I can. So what you can do is re-roll it here, okay? I've only got 23 silver leaves, so I can re-roll this 4 times and hope for the best. So here we go, let's try that. Here we go. And there we are, they all rejigger. Now, I've got a dungeon one there. Complete encounters in any dungeon, so complete 3 encounters. You could possibly go and complete different encounters. It doesn't have to be in... Ooh! Deep in the dungeon. Oh no, it doesn't matter. There we are. So you could do that, but I don't really want to. Let's try again. Cross our fingers. Hope we get the Vanguard symbol. No, we haven't. We've got a Grandmaster Nightfalls there, so that's not what I want to do. So I'm going to keep on going, and then we've gone to a green one. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all. For the last time, let's try. And I've gotten terribly unlucky there, but you can see though how if you rejig it, or you basically re-roll it, you've got a good chance of getting these, because I ran 3 of these all at once. So I ran 1 on my chest, 1 on my head, and 1 on my hands, and I got them all there. In fact, actually, I still think I've got the hands one to complete. So what you want to try and do there is earn as many silver wings as you can, because then you can just rejig these to get what you want. Now, as for earning silver wings, you earn them from doing any activities, really. I did a little bit of experimentation to see what dropped. So from a Nightfall, I got between 9 and 10 at the end. With a gambit, win or lose, I got about 5. With the strikes, I got about 5, but it's not a guaranteed amount. So you will get less for the easier activity that you do, and you'll get more for the harder activity that you do as well. But if you do complete a bonfire bash, you get 7 silver wings for doing that too. So that is very, very useful to know as well. But without a shadow of a doubt, for me, the Nightfall smithcraft are the best ones to do. Now, you've got an accumulated score here of 300,000 that you have to acquire in the Nightfalls. That doesn't mean you have to get it in one Nightfall, it's accumulated. So for example, if you want to go in, the best thing to do here, go to Vanguard Strikes, and you want to go into the Nightfalls here, and then you want to pick the Advanced at 1995. Now I found that this kind of took, if I just went in, it took about 4 runs to get that particular bounty completed, because I was getting around about between, let's be honest, 80 to 95,000 at the most when you're just doing an advanced run. Because an advanced run, it gives you 1.25 multiplier in the actual Nightfall itself, and then you also get all the extras for doing all the kills of all the champions and getting platinum and stuff and that at the end. Platinum means you kill all the champions. So 4 runs of that, that'll complete that bounty. And this week's Nightfall is an excellent one to complete because it's fast. We're in the Fallen Saber, It literally takes about 10-15 minutes to do, and I'm just looking forward to the next 2 Nightfalls in rotation, because that's going to be the ones that are going to last for the duration of Solstice. So at reset next week, we're going to have the new one, Liminality, which might be quite tricky to do on a Nightfall, so that won't be as fast to farm as this one, Fallen Saber. And then the following week you've got Exodus Crash as well, which can be a little bit long-winded too. So purely for time constraints or just getting things done faster, this week is a great week to farm these Nightfall Smithcraft ones because of Fallen Saber. So you can knock out one of these bounties pretty quickly. Within an hour you could probably have one done. Less than an hour, to be perfectly honest, depending on how fast you do it. So you've got your 50 alloys there. It's great. Now, if you want to try and get a bigger multiplier, it means you've got to try and go up to one of the higher levels. Now, if you want to try an expert, not a master, because master you might need to have some form of communication, but an expert 2005 isn't too bad to do. What you could try is going into the Fireteam finder. If you want to do this, this is great because you just got to find and got to search first of all and see what you've got. You want to go to Vanguard, look, and then you got the Vanguard options, pick the Nightfall, and put the difficulty in that you want, and then click on confirm, and it'll look to see if there's anybody there. There's no listings available, look, which is incredible, really. Oh, there we are. I'm refreshing. Look, Nightfall Expert, looking for group 2005. It says there, look, mic not required, so you can just jump on in and give it a try. So I'm going to give it a try here and see what happens. Oh, there we are. Like, I tried to join somebody else and I couldn't do it. Bugger. Of course, if you can't find one to join, you can always try creating your own. So you want to go to create a listing, go to Vanguard, we'll go to Nightfall, we'll pick the expert there, and we'll click confirm. Let's have a little look, though. We can also change the details here, so let's have a look. We can change it to, let's see, join settings, auto join, play all platforms, yes, that's fine. Fireteam size, mic not required. Let's have a look what it says. Can we change that? Mic not required. Minimum Guardian rank, none. Let's create a listing then and see if anybody will jump in. Let's have a little look. We'll create the listing and see. We've got 2 guys here, so let's just, I've never done this before, so what we need to do is just approve them. There we go. Ready. And then I suppose we start then, do we? And in we go. So that wasn't too bad at all, actually. Let's see how it works out, though, for the playing. Just to give you an idea of the experience I had, the first time I did this, somebody left the Fireteam immediately, so we couldn't really finish it in time. So then I redid it again, and we went through it no problem at all. So it worked out really well to do the expert there. We didn't have to worry about talking, or if you didn't feel like doing that, if you got a bit of anxiety about that, or you just don't want to do it, if you just want to chill, that's probably the best way to get it done. Try that Fireteam finder if you don't have any chums on hand. So there we go. That's what I reckon. Do those Nightfall bounties to get that armor unlocked for the pieces that you want. It's definitely the fastest way. Personally, I'm not bothering with Solstice this year. I don't really like anything that's in it. I'm not paying 1,000 silver for that extra doodah because I just don't think it's worth it. And I'm not too keen on the armor this year either. I mean, it's okay, you know, it's quite nice, I suppose, but yeah, not my bag, baby. But, however, people watch these videos, they read the comments. If you've got any other hints and tips that you're going to find useful, maybe about the ingots, about getting the glows as well, because I haven't even looked at that yet, then leave a comment below and help your sausage churms along. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage hurt.